Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of The Language of Leadership. I'm your host, Chuck Marting. And this week, we're going to talk about navigating the mentorship journey and giving you some strategies for leadership excellence. So, we need to think about this because in the ever evolving landscape of leadership, the guidance of a seasoned mentor can be the beacon that steers emerging leaders like yourself towards success. The Language of Leadership podcast dives into the profound impacts that mentorship has on personal and professional growth. In this podcast, we're going to explore some roles of leadership, mentoring, and we're going to offer some strategies to find the right mentor. I want you to be able to learn effectively from these experiences and to implement the teachings of these mentors to achieve your leadership success. So, finding the right mentor, that in itself can be a trick. You have to be able to know what you're looking for. So, how do you do that? Well, first, you have to understand what your leadership goals are. And before you embark on that search for a mentor, it's even more crucial to have a clear understanding of your leadership goals and the areas where guidance is the most needed for you. This clarity is going to help in identifying a mentor whose experiences and their strengths align with your aspirations. First, you need to do a self assessment. You need to conduct a thorough assessment to pinpoint your strengths and your areas of improvement. My recommendation is to have a sheet of paper, number 1 through 100, and then start listing them, okay? And go down the list. And then you can start marking them off as far as where they are in importance to you, which ones need to be dealt with first, which ones are the most crucial for you, where do you want to start? You need to have vision alignment. So you need to look for a mentor whose career trajectory or their leadership style aligns with your vision, where you want to be. All right. Exploring networks and platforms is also important. You're going to leverage your existing networks, your platforms, professional platforms. You can significantly, with ease, search for a mentor in those areas, people that you'd like to listen to, whether it's a podcast host, whether it's somebody that you watch on YouTube, any of those things, somebody that you've read their books, you've bought their programs, these all can be considered mentors. Now, when you make your approach to a mentor, however, once you've identified who that mentor is, your approach should be thoughtful and it should be personalized. So the first thing you need to look at is when you have that initial contact with that mentor. You need to reach out with a concise and a personalized message. You need to highlight why you admire their work and how you believe their mentorship could benefit your leadership journey. Now, there are some people that even make mentorship proposals at this point. You need to be clear about your mentorship expectations and the commitment you're seeking. Now, whether it's just regular meetings that you're wanting to have with the individual, you need specific guidance, or if you're needing career advice, those are all things that you need to document and have in a clear mind what it is that you're wanting to put together when you contact this mentor. Now, you need to learn from your mentor once you find them. You need to be able to do the things that they're saying to do. So the first thing that is the most important thing to do when you do find a mentor is have active listening engagement. The foundation of a fruitful mentorship relationship lies in active listening and then engagement with that mentor. When you're talking to them, you need to ask insightful questions. Understand their time is valuable. They're taking this time to help you. So you're there for a specific reason. This isn't the time to start building a relationship, talking about trips that you've had or other experiences that you have. This is a time that you've taken with this individual to learn from them specifically for your mentorship. Now, once all this is done, then you can start going back. And then by that time, you've built a foundation with this mentor. Then that relationship can go into a different direction if that's what you choose. But for right now, you need to be actively engaged and you need to have your specific set of things that you're wanting to accomplish and do as a leader. The next thing, you need to be receptive to the feedback. This, for a lot of us as leaders, is very hard. You have to be able to embrace constructive criticism and feedback that your mentor is giving you. One of the last things that your mentor is wanting to hear from you when they're giving you advice and direction is for you to say, I've already done that. I've already tried that. That doesn't work. Those are all things that are going to shut that relationship down quicker than anything else. You are there to learn from them. They are not there to learn from you. That may come at a later time. But for now, you need to listen to what they have to say. Regardless if it's something that you've already done before, you need to try it again and do it the way they direct you to. So don't start off on the wrong foot with your mentor by criticizing the engagement or the feedback that they're giving you, thinking that you've already done all this. Because one of the things that they're going to have going through their mind if you react that way is, why are you coming to me? Why are we even having this discussion? You already know everything. That is not why you're there with this mentor. So keep an open mind, even if you've done it before, and follow their guidance. Setting specific goals is going to help you as well. You need to maximize the benefits of this mentorship. You need to set specific and achievable goals for what you wish to learn and accomplish, and it has to be essential. This is the things that you need to concentrate on with your mentor. This is why you're reaching out to them. Now, you can have short-term and long-term goals. That's great. But you need to define clear, measurable goals with your mentor to guide your learning journey. Then you need to have regular reviews with them. You need to let them know what you're doing. You need to schedule these periodic reviews with your mentor to assess the progress that you're making towards those goals. And if there's any adjustments that needs to be needed based on what you're explaining and sharing with that mentor, then you can go back and make those adjustments. Now, these meetings don't have to be very long. They can be very brief. Sometimes it can even be done over a phone call with them, just very briefly, letting them know where you're at. This is crucial to a mentorship relationship. Understand that if you come back to a mentor and they've given you a list of things that they're expecting you to go out and to try and to do, the last thing they're going to want to hear from you is, well, I haven't done anything yet. I haven't tried that yet. I haven't had time to. That is going to destroy your mentorship relationship. This, again, has to be a priority for you. And you're going to have to put in 100% effort when you're going to these mentors and asking for their guidance by doing the things that they've asked you to do. You need to report back to them. By doing this, you are going to build that relationship with them. You are showing them the respect and value of the information and the direction they're giving you by you implementing and going out and trying to do those things. Even if you're to fail, then you're coming back to your mentor and you're explaining, this is what I did. Can you tell me what I did wrong? And they're going to be able to help you. They're going to be able to explain it to you. And they are also going to be thrilled because you're doing what they asked you to do. At that point, it doesn't feel like it's a waste of time and that you're just giving this mentor lip service. You're actually doing exactly what they've asked you to do. This will skyrocket that relationship, and it's going to add value to that relationship later down the line. Now, leaders, welcome to the Alliance Mastermind Group, your exclusive gateway to leadership excellence inspired by the visionary Napoleon Hill. In this mastermind, we believe leadership is about more than just titles. It's about realizing your dreams. So I want you to picture a close-knit community of leaders, each dedicated to helping you turn your visions into reality. Throughout history, mastermind groups have been the cornerstone of leadership success. Now it's your chance to become part of this legacy. The Alliance Mastermind Group is not just about support. It's about actively working together to ensure your leadership journey is extraordinary. Our comprehensive approach includes cutting-edge training sessions tailored to amplify your leadership skills. This is more than just a group. It's like having your own executive board invested in your progress and your success. Imagine having a team where each member is genuinely invested in seeing you achieve your goals. Are you ready to transform your leadership journey? Apply now using the link in the description of this video and secure your place among the chosen 10. The Alliance Mastermind Group, where leadership dreams are nurtured. Take the first step towards the future where your visions become reality. Your journey starts now. Remember that with these action plans, they have to be actionable steps for leadership, and they will lead to your success. You need to translate mentorship learnings into actual steps, just like we just said. And then you need to develop a plan. You need to create a detailed action plan based on your mentor's advice. And you're going to outline the steps to address those challenges, and you're going to need to seize those opportunities again. Now, embrace the experimentation of this. Okay, we just talked about this, but you need to apply the learned strategies in your leadership practice, and then be open to experiment and adapt as they tell you and adjust to the things that they've advised you to do. Then you need to reflect and you need to refine. You need to continue reflection on the outcomes of the implementation strategies that you have, and this is going to help you refine your leadership approach. You need to later reflect on success and failures. This is crucial to be able to share with your mentor. Regularly reflecting on what's working and what isn't, considering your mentor's guidance and your own experiences are going to help them know where in your journey they need to help you and to give you the added support. You need to seek ongoing feedback once you've had these meetings with your mentor. You need to continue to seek feedback from them. And you need to refine your leadership styles and your strategies based on what it is that they share with you. Now, there's several examples I want to share with you of mentors that have been in the news, people that you're probably going to recognize their names because we've talked about them here on the Language of Leadership before. First one is Tim Grover, and he is known as the relentless mentor. You know, Tim Grover is known for his uncompromising approach to achieving excellence. Michael Jordan, one of Grover's most famous mentees, credits much of his late career success to Tim Grover's relentless training and mental conditioning and his methods. Michael Jordan's story is a testament to Tim Grover's belief in pushing beyond limits. You know, Michael Jordan shared the secret stuff wasn't a magical formula from Space Jam. It was my work with Tim Grover, focusing on physical and mental fortitude that saw me through my second three-peat with the Chicago Bulls. Tim Grover's mantra was be relentless, become my guiding principle. This is what helped Michael Jordan when he was looking for a mentor and somebody that was able to encourage him to reach beyond what he was achieving. Another person that we've talked about here on the Language of Leadership is Jocko Willink. He has discipline personified. He is a man that you know when you're in his presence and you see him and you hear him that he commands respect, but he also gives it as well. Jocko Willink is a decorated Navy SEAL. He's transformed leadership through his principle of discipline equals freedom. You know, one of his friends and fellow SEALs and the co-author of his book, Leif Babin, he shares how Jocko Willink's mentorship in the SEAL teams instilled a discipline that led to successful missions under the most challenging conditions. He shared that during a critical operation in Iraq, that Jocko's leadership and mentorship on the importance of discipline and execution and strategic planning and accountability saved lives and ensured mission success. He said that the experience underpins what Jocko's message was, and that the structure and discipline in the leadership fostered agility and decisiveness within the team. John C. Maxwell, he's another individual that we've shared with you hear on the language of leadership, his teachings and his guidance that he gives over the years. His leadership has had very large influence on many individuals, including mine. You see, John C. Maxwell is the author on leadership. He teaches that leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. His mentoring of Simon Sinek, who is an acclaimed author and inspirational speaker, showcases just how John Maxwell's discipline, his principles of influence, and his servant leadership can shape the next generation of leaders. Simon Sinek shared that he attributed his breakthrough concept of start with why to John Maxwell's teaching on the importance of purpose-driven leadership. John's influence helped Simon focus on how leaders can inspire action through a clear understanding of their why. How about Gary Vee? Gary Vee champions the power of authenticity and hustle. Gary Vee mentored Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and in transitioning his brand into a digital age, emphasizing the importance of genuine engagement and relentless effort. The Rock's successful pivot to digital platforms and the creation of a personal brand that resonated with millions can be traced back to Gary Vee's mentorship. Gary Vee's advice on leveraging social media to connect authentically with his fans played a crucial role in amplifying The Rock's global reach. Each story from Tim Grover, Jocko Willink, John C. Maxwell, and Gary Vee carries a powerful lesson in leadership. Whether it's pushing past perceived limits, instilling discipline, leading with influence, or hustling with authenticity, these mentors exemplified the profound impact and guidance that they can have on an individual's journey to leadership excellence. So, as we wrap up today's journey through the world of mentorship and leadership, I want to share a personal reflection that ties back to everything that we've discussed so far. Recently I've been profoundly influenced by Andy Frisella in his book, The Book on Mental Toughness. Andy Frisella's insights into mental resilience and discipline have not only reshaped my perspective, but have also set a new course for my leadership journey. You see, Andy introduces the concept of the 75 Hard program. It's a challenging yet transformational mental and physical discipline regime. It's more than just a test of physical endurance. It's a blueprint for building the mental toughness required to overcome obstacles, maintain high performance, and under pressure, achieve your long-term goals. Embarking on the 75 Hard program has been a revelation for me. It's taught me that leadership is much about self-leadership as it is about guiding others. The discipline, the consistency, and the mental fortitude demanded by this program echo the principles that we've seen in mentorship stories from Tim Grover, Jocko Willink, John C. Maxwell, and Gary Vee. Each, in their own way, underscores the importance of resilience, dedication, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Living a 75 Hard lifestyle is a commitment to pushing oneself to greatness. It's about not setting for mediocrity, embracing challenges head on, and continuously seeking growth. So as I apply these principles, I find my capacity to lead with conviction, navigate with adversity, and inspire those around me has significantly deepened. It's become more crucial to me. Mentorship, coupled with a staunch commitment to personal development, as exemplified by Andy Frisella's teaching, forms the cornerstone of impactful leadership. So as we strive for greatness, I want to encourage you all to remember that the journey of leadership is perpetual, it's demanding, and yet it's immensely rewarding. So let the stories of those that walk this path before us serve as a beacon guiding our way forward. I want to thank you for joining me on the exploration of leadership and mentorship here on the language of leadership. I want us all to carry forward the lessons that we've learned, the stories that we've shared, and the principles embraced as we continue to forge our paths to leadership excellence. Until next week, stay hard, stay disciplined, and lead with purpose. Take care.